Oh my God. I just hit 1K.
I'm from Detroit, but my friends call me Steph Boogie, so like music and stuff. But
I just hit 1K.
please forgive me, I have a cold. I think I partied too hard for my birthday, so I might have a little stuffy. Thank you. I turned 45.
It's so wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Mims, for shouting me out for that last one.
So, first things first. Yes. First things first.
You just made 1K. 1K. LRGA Curves. 1K. We monetize Curvies. We monetize Curvies. That's right. 1K. Thank you for taking your time, Curvies, to be with me this morning for our discussion on the power of laughter. And we got some friends in the house in the back, and we're going to be talking about some laughing things. Because you know your girl, LRGA Curves, loves to laugh. And I'm going to tell you about why today. There's so many wonderful things I came up with in my research for today's discussion about the power of laughter. And like I said, we at 1K, Curvies. 1K. Thank you so much for all your support. I hope you guys are smashing the buttons on the way in. Smash that like button, smash the subscribe button. And if you haven't already, hit that bell so you can be notified next time your girl LRGA Curves uploads a video in these YouTube streets. All right? So smash my buttons, okay? And I'm going to bring up the Greay Diva and Royaire's World. They are popping in on a tour they're doing in these YouTube streets about Live, Love, and Laugh. And I decided to take Laugh, y'all. They did a stop by Naughty Love's house in the YouTube streets last month. And I think they're going to be taking this show on the road. So I am glad to be part of the journey that is the Live, Love, Laugh tour. So let's get started. My hair is doing crazy things. You know, I had it curled and now it's not. So, but I'm here and so are my friends from the YouTube streets. We're going to be going over the power of laughter and let's bring them up. Why don't we? Let's bring them up. So we have Greay Diva and we have Royaire. That's right. Thank you guys for popping through.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Or no, afternoon for you, but good morning. Or good morning for you, but afternoon for us. Sorry.
It is grand rising over here. It is grand rising. It's 9:04 in these California streets. Let's see what's happening in the chat. Oh, we got a new member alert. What you say? That's right. Thank you, Prosperity. That's my sis. I love her support. And Chronicles was saying that she's in the house. Robin Moore is in the house. Be More Shorty's in the house. Naughty Love is in the house. That's what I'm saying. And Just Simply's in the house. I hope there are some other stalkers lurking from the sides, but they're not putting nothing in the chat because I see my numbers higher than these people talking. So thanks for being here. Maybe you'll join in. Okay. Now, real quick, Chronicles of the Greay Diva, she does have a channel. Let's take these words off. Chronicles of the Greay Diva, you see how she has it in white right there? That's her channel. If you don't know now, you know, go follow her. Then we have some Royaire's World in this house. He has his own channel. He's on his way to 1,000, you guys. So be sure to go over and smash his buttons, okay? Because that's what's up. There's enough to go around. Like I always say, there's more than enough. Don't let no lack into your mind because then it will reside. If you stay in abundance finds you. If you go to the lack side, that's a whole other talk. Maybe they'll find that on somebody else's channel. But today, we are here to talk about the power of laughter. And your girl got notes, okay? So I sent them the flow. We didn't practice this earlier. You know your girl is all improv. I used to actually take improv classes. So, and I fit right in because a lot of the stuff is just off top. So, but I did happen to make an outline for the flow because I think they kind of like it. I think they like knowing what's going to happen before. Whereas I'm kind of like, let's just do it. Okay. So, we were going to talk about a lot of different things and I have some visuals for us because you know me and my words. I'm all about the etymology. I'm all about the origins of stuff. So we're going to get historical on the power of laughter today. Greay Diva Royaire, how are you this morning?
I'm doing good. Before you get into it, I just want to say, thank you for inviting us to your channel. This all started honestly with Diva. Diva back in November, she was like, Royaire, you need to do a show. I don't know what you're gonna do. I don't know how it's gonna work, but put together a show. I'm gonna help you through. And I came up with Laugh, Love, and Inspire. And so me and Diva had, she helped me get through this. We had Dr. Heavenly at the top of the year. That's our girl Curves. So Dr. Heavenly came through and she laughed, loved, and inspired us on our first show on January 7th over on Royaire's World. And so from there on, Diva was like, Royaire, we need to do a tour. I said, let's do it. Let's do it. And so as you said, we've been on Nadi's channel and now we are here on LRGA Curves. We did a Day of Love on Nadi's channel and oh my gosh. Curves, did you see that?
Yes, it was so
What
powerful.
a day.
Loved
Was it
it.
so
Yes.
powerful? Oh my gosh. And then now here we are over here in LRGA Curves channel spreading the laughter as you do best. So thank you
Yes.
so much. Diva?
You know what, Curves, again, I'll just, tag off of Royaire. Thank you so much for allowing us on your platform because I know everybody's platform is very special and dear to them. So I appreciate you opening the doors to us, right? And what a great day, too, because it's a good segue into the weekend, right? To start your weekend off with laughter. So I'm excited about this. I'm so happy for you that you hit your 1K. Woo, woo, okay. Can't wait to see you grow even bigger and even larger in terms of your numbers. And I love the way that you handle your channel. So thank you so much. I truly appreciate it.
Right on, right on. I appreciate that positive reinforcement and feedback. Y'all get you some positive reinforcement type people in your life. We need them, okay? So we're going to start with our power of laughter discussion. And let me say thank you guys for coming through and including me on the tour also.
Thank you.
I'm really excited.
You. I'm just going on to my notes over here. So I'm just looking at what you
No worries, no worries. Now, the way this laughter thing works in my life personally, is okay, you guys. When I was a little girl, I used to feel like I was God's entertainment center. And I used to feel like I was supposed to be here to make people's life better and happier. When I was a little girl, I used to put on skits. I used to put on plays, one-woman plays in my living room by myself because my sister.
A one-woman show.
A one-woman show in my living room, and that was the time all the kids when I was growing up. If the parents were in the house, the kids were outside setting up some kind of skit that then we would come in the house and perform for the parents. That's how old I am. We wasn't playing games. We was creating masterpieces, okay?
Yes.
So it all started a long time ago for me when I understood the power of laughter. So one time I had this dog and his name was Posh, and Posh ran away and I cried for days and days and days. And the only thing that would make me happy out of that depression was to think about Posh and the good times we had, and then it would make me laugh, and then it would stop my crying. So then, as a child's mind, I was like, so laugh stop my tears? So if I laughed, then I would feel better? And it was some kind of something that snapped inside of me, and I decided that I was going to choose happy more than not, and as a child. So now here we come to my opportunity to share this powerful resource that's within all of us with you and why it's such a benefit. Now, I promise I'm a woman of a certain age, and I swear I look younger because I laugh so much. I swear. In my mind, that's what I believe. Not just because of my melanin, but also because I'm a joyous-hearted person. You know what I mean? So I feel like that also helps anti-aging laughter does.
I believe and then give them the anti-aging tips, honey.
Period.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're gonna talk about. I had some outlines here. I'm just gonna give you guys in the audience our outline. So we're gonna go over the biblical aspect of laughter. It's biblical, y'all. It's biblical. There's promises in the Bible, and this is biblical. Okay. We're going to go over the neuroscience of laughter, how it's good medicine, how it aligns with your chakras, okay? How since the 14th century, they've been using it as therapy, you guys. King Solomon even wrote about the power of laughter, okay? And we're going to talk about its stress relief, and then we're all going to go around and give examples of how laughter has been powerful in our own lives, whether on the receiving end or on the giving end of that laughter. So let's just jump right in. And I wanted to start with the good stuff, the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to start with the Bible because won't he do it, y'all? Won't he?
Each and every time.
Won't she? I like calling God her sometimes. I go back and forth. I'm like, she's not tripping. So look, you guys. So in the Bible, laughter is mentioned 20 to 40 times.
Wow.
You guys see that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So it's mentioned 20 to 40 times in the Bible. Now, the reason they say between 20 and 40 times is because of the way that it's mentioned. Okay.
Okay.
Laughter in the Bible is not just a ha 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 laughter at something funny. It's also laughing in the face of your enemies. So
That's
it's
good.
a dual power. Isn't that incredible? A dual power is what's happening in laughter. We can use it to benefit us happy, and we can also use it to destroy our enemies.
There you go.
That kind of laugh. But let's look at these. Look at this. So King Solomon is one of the earliest recorded accounts of the healing power of laughter. In Proverbs, it says that she was clothed with strength and dignity. She can laugh at the days to come. Okay, so that's what it says in Proverbs.
I like that. Yes.
Days to come.
I like it too.
Okay, and then in Genesis, Sarah said, "God brought me laughter." And everyone who hears about this will laugh with me.
Yes. All right now.
And that speaks to how I also feel and know that laughter is contagious. You know how bad attitudes are contagious, y'all? So are happy ones. So are happy ones, okay? So if you hear laughter, chances are it'll tickle something in you and you'll start laughing too.
Yes.
So even in the Bible, in Genesis, the first book, it lets us know that laughter is contagious because God brought Sarah laughter and everyone who heard her laugh could laugh with her. You see how powerful that is? It's contagious. It's a feeling. It's an energy. And it's able to inspire others to do the same thing. I love it.
And that just basically goes back to the reason of our tour, inspiring, laughing, and I love it, Curves. Yes.
Isn't it excellent?
I love
that.
Now,
we all know that our brother Job went through some stuff, okay? Remember, I don't know if y'all know your Bible like I do, but Job, he got tested because he believed so much in God that God was like, okay, you can go ahead and test him. This is my dude, Job. He's not going to turn his back on me. And the devil was like, you think not? He's like, I'm going to take away everything. And so the devil got hard to work. He took away his crops. He took away his wives. He took away his kids. He took away everything. He ended up with boils. He ended up ostracized, everything. And the whole time, Job was just like, God, I love you. I love you. I'm faithful to you, God, the whole entire time, you guys. And so twice in Job, he talks about laughing. He says, you will laugh at the destruction and famine and need not fear the wild animals. That's what God told Job. You will laugh at the destruction. So that's laughing in the face of enemies. And then in Job 8, he says, he will yet fill your mouth with laughter and your lips with shouting. So that's coming through everything that Job came through, just like us in our personal lives have an opportunity to overstand and overcome adversity into a newness of being and laugh at the destruction and famine and fill our mouths with laughter and shouting even after we have been put through the trials, put through the tribulations, lose everything that we think is important. But what's most important isn't what we think is important. It's that connection to source in God, right? So when the things are stripped away, we'll still be able to fill our mouths with laughter and our lips with shouting. How profound is that? I'm telling you, it's biblical, y'all.
It is. And I just keep hearing the word joy. That's just what's ringing in my head, just joy. And that's right along with laughter.
Joy is a promise in the Bible also. Joy is a written promise, you guys. He came so we might have life and have it abundantly. Okay.
Yes.
The joy of the Lord is ours to have, right?
Yes. Yes.
Like God doesn't want us around here all sad and like caught up in all this. Be in this world, but not of it.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So if we're not of this world, then we can easily overcome the illusions that it has, right? So, and God gives us so many tools and resources. Again, here we go to Luke. Blessed are you who hunger now, for there shall be satisfied. Blessed are you who weep, for you shall laugh. You see how there's so much balance happening?
Yeah.
It's biblical. It's here. It's happening. Okay. Psalms. He who sits in heavens laughs, right? And the Lord holds them in derision. And God wants us to have his peace and joy, trusting him with our lives. We're not meant to be sad and depressed, because God's happiness is better than 2 emotions in a day. Okay? So being happy should involve laughter. We should take it, because we shouldn't take life so seriously. And we don't want to forget how to laugh.
Yeah.
We need to be laughing at Scandival because it's not us. We need to be laughing at Love and Marriage Huntsville because it's not us. You see what I'm saying?
We need to be laughing at them. That's funny.
Be like so caught up in everything that it steals our joy and laughter. It's a promise that we need to tap in. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So let me see. I don't want to go through all 40 of them. Let's pick another one. Psalms is chock full of laughter, you guys. You should know. Isaiah, you will go forth in joy, lead in peace. The mountains and hills will burst into song before you, and the trees in the field will clap with their hands. So when they say burst into song, and the trees and field will clap with their hands, that's even nature is expressing joy.
Yes.
At everything. You know, and we are symbiotic on this world. We might think that we're not connected to nature just because they covered everything with asphalt and concrete and stuck electricity in her, you know. But we definitely have a connection to this earth and the earth with us. And if we take a moment, we'll see the trees clapping their hands for us, you guys. Okay? So let's do that some more. In Psalms, you have turned my mourning into joyful dancing. You have taken away my cloths of mourning and clothed me in joy. Okay? In Luke, God blesses you who weep now, for in due time you'll laugh.
Can I? Yeah, I'm sorry, Curves. Can I add something in there? Like,
yeah, of course, you guys jump in anytime.
Yeah. All of these are great verses, and it's reminders to people that, you know, joy cometh in the morning. But I think a lot of times we gotta help the people realize and maybe get on the path of how joy comes, because sometimes it's very hard for people to get out of their slump. It's very hard for people to laugh when they feel like they're in lack, when they feel like they're in need. And so, hey everyone, so it you know, it's very hard for people to figure out, how do I get back to that laughter? How do I get back to that happy moment? And you know, a lot of times in the hospital, when people are diagnosed with disease, you know, the first thing doctors will tell you, outside of, you know, following your medication regimen, is relieve the stress. And they tell you some great ways to relieve the stress is exactly what you're saying. Find ways to laugh. So they'll tell you, go watch comedy. Don't watch depressing shows, so to speak, right? To help you laugh, because it will change the chemical receptors in your body. And when everything is happy in your body, you know, you can change a whole lot of different things. Just like, you know, there's chemicals in your body that will get you depressed. There's chemicals in your body that will uplift you. It's the serotonin. I'm not going to go through all that, but y'all get what I'm trying to say. But the thing I want to say this morning is like, find things to make you laugh. Whatever brings you joy, do that. Whatever you think is funny or that will make you bring that laughter and that smile back to your face, do that. Just like you could be walking down the street and you pass a perfect stranger and you smile, then all of a sudden they will smile. Do you know what I mean? So it's just that smile changes you and that person. And it's like, oh my God. And so laughter will change a whole lot of feelings and chemistry and chemicals and all of that in your body that will uplift you, help bring you out of that illness and bring you back into the light. So and that's why, you know, that one verse where you read, it said, now you're weeping, but joy can come and it will come. But it's like, how do I get to that moment? Because right now I'm stuck in me weeping. Okay, God bless you, you who weep now, for in due time you will laugh.
Yes.
You will laugh. So how do we get you to that due time? Some of the tips we want to give you here is watch funny stuff. Sometimes, come on, sunshine will literally come with that serotonin. You know, sometimes it's the activities that we engage in that bring us down. So you got to engage in activities that will lift you up and bring you to that due time where you will laugh. Thank you.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Scripture curves, and that was perfect way to break that down, Diva. I love that.
Excellent. Yes, because it does. It's very important for us to, we have a responsibility. We have skin in the game. And with skin in the game, we have a responsibility to, like, if we recognize and have the mental aptitude to recognize that, oh, okay, we might be on a downslope. We have a responsibility to try to get on an upslope.
Yes, to ourselves.
A responsibility. And I'm glad you were talking about the medicalness of laughter, because we're good 15 good minutes in. So we can move on to how laughter is literally good medicine. Since the 14th century, and it's been literal medicine. Indigenous Americans even had clowns, okay? Indigenous Americans had clowns in the tribe that worked with witch doctors, and the third most important person in the whole tribe was who, y'all? The clown. That's even indigenous peoples know about this, okay? And then in the 1300s, Surgeon Henry Mondal told jokes in the recovery room in the 14th century. He would go around telling jokes, you guys. Did you guys know that laughter, 15 minutes, 5, 10, 15 minutes of laughter is equal to 2 hours of sleep? Did you know it? Did you know this?
I did not know it. I did not.
Didn't know that, but that is amazing and a good tip.
Reading your note,
so maybe I need to laugh every night to add 2 hours onto my sleep. It's funny. But you know, Tasha said in the chat there, which is another good way to make yourself laugh. Listen to uplifting music. You ever, like, for those people out there that ever went through a breakup, you know, you're driving in your car. It seems like for when you're going through something sad, it seems like everything in the universe, because that's the space you in, brings you that stuff. Like you're hearing breakup songs, you'd be like, oh my God, like that, you're connecting with that song. Just like they say, you know, like all of a sudden, I'm gonna just make up a car, say you bought a Toyota, and now every time you're driving down the street, every car that passed you is a Toyota. So energy brings energy. If you think good, good is going to come. You think the best of people, you're going to see the best in those people. You see laughter, and you want all of that, that energy is going to connect to you and it's going to come. So my thing is, when you have your mindset and your space in a certain arena, you will attract all of that stuff to you. You attract what's in you. Okay, you attract what you think. If you think negative, you think bad, you think sadness, you're going to attract that stuff.
Definitely. Encouragement through laughter. Proverbs 17:22 says, a cheerful heart is good medicine, but a crushed spirit dries up the bones. And that's what I was saying when we first started about how I am positive it's helped me overall with not only my young looking skin, but my ample joints. And because I don't have no dried up bones, y'all, because I have a joyful heart, and it's good medicine. Okay. Laughter is a straight gift from God. Do not abuse it. Don't turn your back on it. Engage in it. Thank God for the opportunity to laugh, right? So me and my husband, we've been going out since 1996. I bet some of y'all wasn't even born yet. And then when we finally got married in 2007, there was a couple of things in the prenup. But one thing we really work at and do every night is we're one of those couples. We don't go to bed mad. Every night, even if we're mad, one of us is telling a joke or doing something so that we end the day laughing by each other.
Oh,
And
that's
not
sweet.
only does it strengthen our relationship, I was asking him, like, does laughter benefit him? And he's like, oh yeah, I love how we like go to sleep laughing. Like, I really like it. And I was like, are you just saying that so I can say that? He's like, no, baby. He's like, I feel great, going to sleep with you laughing. He said it's excellent. And it is like, it really reinforces, it connects us, it grounds us, it creates an intimate bond, and we just like crack up every night. Every night we are cracking up. It's hilarious. And I feel like that really strengthens our relationship overall. And so we're using that gift from God. It's a great way to stay encouraged, not only in our personal relationships, but like in engaging in this world. Like sometimes I'll have a problem and somebody will say something and piss me off. And the first thing I do is laugh because I know I got to. That's my power back is laughing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not relinquishing my joy to your BS. And so how I immediately take my power back is have a good chuckle. You know what I mean? What about you guys?
It depends on the moment. I can't even, it depends on the moment. But I don't allow myself past 24 hours to even give, into a particular situation. So my recovery, at this stage in my life is definitely much better than it used to be. I had to learn because in the moment I'm still human. I'm like, wow, so that or whatever. But I will say I do know how to let things go very quickly now and move forward and move past it. Because I just learned in life that whatever someone else thinks about me, that's
none
on
of your
them.
business.
It's on them. And if someone wants to treat me a certain kind of way, that's on them. But I will always be me, and I will always, treat people according to like the Bible, how treat people how you want to be treated. And I also do what the Bible says. It says, how many times should you forgive? It says 7 times, 7 times, 7 times, 7. You know the verse, right? So right. So I've learned to engage with people who want to engage with me. Like, if you want to be in my space and we good, let's be in each other's space and have fun together because life is precious. I never like to say life is short. Life is precious. And I want to spend every moment with people who want to spend it with me, knowing that I'm an imperfect person in an imperfect world. But guess what? If we can be imperfect together and know that we can all forgive and laugh off whatever happened between us, laugh it off, that's what I'm into. Because in life, you're going to have misunderstandings with people, right? But if we could come together, talk it out, and then laugh about it and move on, that's what I'm into.
Right on. What about you, Royaire?
You know what? Is it Handy B? Handy B, thank you so much. I definitely tried my best to stay positive. I am definitely in a phase of my life where I am learning not to let stuff hold me down for more than 24 hours. Naturally, I am a laugher, a uplifter, a joyful person. So when I do get down, I feel like I have a right to be down because naturally I'm just like I said, up, bubbly, laughing, having fun. So I'm still learning the balance of, don't let stuff hold on to you, but don't just, it's okay to, feel some type of way, but you can't hold on to it, for a week or for 24 hours, So that's where I'm at, but like I said, I'm a natural laugher. I'm a natural lover. I just, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Right on, Royer. That's excellent. And, I hear a common thread in all of us is that we're choosing what we're choosing. We choose.
Yeah.
It's a choice, you guys. We have, what's that called? Free will.
Free will, yes.
So with our free will, we can freely choose to be whatever we want to be.
That's
So
right.
if you want to be forgiving and find laughter and look for joy, then that's your God-given right and choice. But if you are prone to depression and you see the glass is always half empty and all the cracks in the sidewalk, then hey, you probably need to look up. It's your choice. It's your choice. Okay. Let's look at this. I like the description of laughter. Laughter is one of the greatest mental tonics known to man. It's the second most powerful human emotion that people can possibly express, the first being love. Laughter can dispel anxiety, help and manage stress, depression, fear, and worry. Fear is false evidence appearing real, you guys. And sometimes if you laugh, then you'll see that it was all false. So it can help in there. And worry, hey, if you're worried about it, then you're not present in the moment. So let that go, right? It can also still stimulate a healing process. Laughter provides strong medical, psychological, social, and spiritual benefits. It's like internal jogging. It enhances the respiratory system, oxygenates the body, relaxes tense muscles, and is an all-around painkiller. It lowers your pulse and blood pressure. Laughter can pave the way for new and exciting outlook on life. It's a universal communicator across boundaries, races, and cultures. It's worldwide. It's further than Candy Burris. Worldwide. Just got discovered in the middle of the Amazon. They was already laughing before Candy Burris was over there. It's worldwide. Okay. And so and there's even like, did you know that if you're from a certain region, you laugh a certain way? Isn't that crazy? Thank you guys. But it still is a universal occurrence. Okay. And you can't laugh and be mad, and you can't laugh and worry. It's basically impossible. And part of my personal smile therapy that I've been undertaking since I had a depression bout a long time ago. And I was just like, I want to be happy. And so I go talk to the people and they were like, well, you can choose to be happy. And I was like, yeah. And they were like, yeah, you can choose to be happy. And so they were like, when you're feeling depressed, just do it. If you're feeling depressed right now, just smile. It releases endorphins, it releases serotonin, and even a forced smile will turn into a real smile, just like forced laughter will turn into real laughter. I would love everybody in the chat and on this panel, to all of us together, even though nothing is funny at this particular moment, I promise if you laugh right now, it's going to do something to you. Let's take a minute, take a deep breath in, and then we're going to let it out with laughter.
Period.
Oh my God. It totally makes you feel better. Like it literally does. And even though we all were forced and started off, I see your smiles are real. And like it really took an effect on you that you can't even freaking control. You know what I'm saying? You can't even control it. You can't even not let it happen, right? It's a great relief. My laugh is ridiculous. Yes, it is.
Sometimes actual laugh will make you laugh even harder. And because that's, like you said, everybody has their own unique laugh. But I just want to go a little bit into your definition here. And it's what I was talking about earlier. It says it can stimulate the healing process. And that's why doctors will tell you, no matter what diagnosis you get, go out there, go home, be happy. Don't think about the illness. Their doctors will tell you, let me handle your illness. You handle your mental health around this diagnosis by finding ways to laugh, stay positive, and uplift yourself, right? And that's why I said it can stimulate the healing process. I really love that definition because laughter can change your whole world all the way around. And laughing is infectious. So, you know, you sometimes you see people laughing and you just start laughing like, well, what they laughing about? You know, so I do like that. I love that definition. Your mind will make you sick. Come on, Natasha, that is so true.
Yes, definitely. So more about the laughter therapy. That is definitely on our list. So the laughter therapy, like I mentioned before, King Solomon was talking about it, ancient Greek philosophers, early Native Americans that I like to call indigenous peoples. In the 1300s, Henry Mondal reportedly told jokes to his patients in the recovery room. Okay, now we're going to get to so this dude in the 1600s, he recommended laughter for those suffering from head colds in the 1600s, you guys. In 1964, Dr. Cousins was diagnosed with crippling anxiety and painful inflammation. He did not accept the doctor's death sentence. He checked himself out of the hospital, hired a nurse, and moved into a hotel. Along with mega doses of vitamin C, he watched comedy movies such as Candid Camera, The Marx Brothers, Laurel and Hardy, and many other comedy movies. He later wrote, I made a joyous discovery that 10 minutes of genuine belly laughter had an aesthetic effect that gave him at least 2 hours of pain-free sleep. Isn't that incredible, you guys?
Yeah.
And he recovered from the condition and spent 20 years teaching about the merits of humor and laughter in healing. Okay.
Wow.
All the way back to the 14th century, I already mentioned Mondavi. Martin Luther used in the 16th century, Martin Luther, not Dr. Martin Luther King, the guy, you know, our guy, but there was another Martin Luther. And he used a form of humor therapy as a part of pastoral counseling for depressed people. And he advised them not to isolate themselves, but to surround themselves with friends who could joke and make them laugh. That's deep, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the way back to the 17th century, sociologists used humor to ease away tension. The German philosopher used humor to restore equilibrium. The 18th century physician used humor to treat the sick. Modern human therapy dates back all the way from the 1930s when clowns were brought to the hospitals to cheer up children with polio. This is exciting, deep, proven empirical facts that we're dealing with when it comes to the power and overall benefits of laughter. Okay, so I just wanted to really point out that it's been tried and true, and that even though my little 9-10-year-old mind thought I made it up to laugh when I was sad, it was one of that 100 monkeys syndrome. Like, it's been happening, therefore I know how to do it. And so I just really appreciate that. And did you guys know that your second chakra has to do with laughing? And did you know that if you can balance your second chakra, you can even get profound orgasm?
I'm so dead.
Did you know
Wow. I did not. I really don't know much about the chakra. I don't even know what a chakra is. Is that something
that?
in our...
Chakra is the energy center in your body, and our bodies are lined with them. Eastern medicine uses chakra aligning the meridians to path out ways to make you healthy. And so the first chakra is the root chakra. And that's about birth, emotional fluidity, the power of yin. There's yin and yang. A playful way to experience various breathing techniques can help you get your root chakra through dancing and all kinds of things. Now, the second chakra work, particularly for men, is a different approach for women. And these are some of the ways that we can do: joyful laughter, emotional fluidity, centeredness, a sense of deep sexual connection, and profound orgasm are all benefits of balancing that chakra and bringing joy and laughter into your life. And I love a good orgasm, you guys. You guys, maybe that's why they're so good, because I be laughing all the time. We laugh and make love and then laugh some more. So yeah, if we work on our second chakras, we would be able to connect on a deeper sense, you guys. And I wanted to share that with us. Now,
Can I add something?
Yeah, for sure.
So Royaire, just get in touch with your second chakra. You know why? Because you're going to have safe sex, okay? Because you're going to get a profound orgasm safely, okay? That's all you need to know, okay? So you need to know for that part.
All righty.
Well, for those who may not be aware, a chakra is Sanskrit. It means wheel and refers to the energy points in your body. They are thought to be spinning discs of energy that stay open and aligned and correspond with bundles of nerves, major organs, and areas of energetic body that affect your emotional and physical well-being. There are 7 chakras. There's the root sacral, which is the second chakra, which brings joy, the solar plexus chakra, your heart chakra, your throat chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. And they have various focal points and a variety of ancient meditation practices. And they it arose from early Hinduism. So it's deep. And if you use this along with your prayers and meditations and you focus on different chakras, then people have used it for centuries to help, balance their overall life. So yeah, and you can unblock chakras. Sometimes like different chakras can manifest, if they're blocked, manifest physically different things in your body. So there's a lot of people do work on unblocking chakras, like I was saying, or balancing is another word that they
So
use.
this the reason why Lauryn Hill don't be getting on stage on time.
Why? Should be balancing chakras?
She be always talking about her chakras ain't right, or her chakras off.
Yeah,
All
you
this
gotta keep your chakras aligned. If your chakras are not aligned, then you can, succumb to a lot of different things.
Okay, well, I need her to give me my money back because I'm still waiting on that show.
Yeah. So there's all different ones. And they're attached to different things. There's different mantras and colors that are attached to chakras. And yeah, it's deep. If anybody wanted to, research that on their own. I'm glad you didn't know, and I'm glad I could share that with you.
Yeah, I'm glad you woke me up to this. No, because for real, like she told us that, like she canceled the whole show. The whole show.
Because the chakras wasn't right.
And we didn't get our refund.
A chakra wasn't right when she scheduled the show in the tour, but that's a whole nother story. And
I love Lauryn Hill. I was excited. I was super excited.
Well, I'm gonna be her.
Man.
But
this is good to know. This is good to know. This is really good to know.
Right on. Well, yeah, so let's make sure our second chakras get balanced with joy and laughter. Now, overall, in my research, I found out that laughter is a pleasant physical reaction. It's a literal physical reaction and emotion, consisting usually of rhythmic, audible contractions of the diaphragm. That's all a laugh is. It's a rhythmic contraction of the diaphragm. And it's prompted by an emotional response or reaction. Isn't that deep? There is also nervous laughter. A lot of people, like who on one of our shows that we review does nervous laughter?
Heavenly.
Yeah, she does. You're so right. Heavenly totally laughs. Look how you did a fake one and it turned to a real one. Look. Isn't that awesome? Oh, Baylicious is in the house. What's good? Thanks for coming through. Now, laughter can arise from being tickled, humorous stories or thoughts. Like I could think things to make me laugh and crack and cry laugh from thoughts. Can you guys do that? Like, do you guys have
all the time?
Yes.
100%.
I'll text Diva sometimes when we, since we've been doing our podcast, and I'll be like, girl, did we not do that? Or was that not hilarious? Or we'll think about something and just burst out laughing. It's that is real.
Yes. Now, age, gender, education, language, and culture are all indicators as to whether a person will experience laughter in a given situation. Some other species of primate, like chimpanzees and orangutans, also laugh. We're going to listen to this laugh real quick. Off at the end.
Not the
That
scene.
was like, it's over. That was
Right.
hilarious. That was hilarious the way she did that. Now, the study of humor and laughter and psychological effects is called this word, gelotology. Gel. Let's see. So this. Oh wait, let's make it smaller. Then do that. There. Gelotology is gelos, the Greek root word laughter. It is the study of laughter and its effects on the body from the psychological to physiological perspectives. And it is, did you guys know that that word meant the study of laughter?
I do not.
Never heard of it before.
You get educated too. I did not.
Mhm.
Yeah. So gelotology, from the Greek word jealous, which is laughter. Interesting that jealous means laughter.
Laughter, right? Yeah.
Because jealous isn't interest. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little more research afterwards, because for the Greek word jealous to mean laughter, I wonder what the Greek
The root English word
the
would
root
mean.
of jealous is.
Mm-hmm.
If jealous is laughter, got to play on that. But yeah, so it was first studied with psychiatrists and demonstrated the effectiveness of laughter. And so again, look, there's laughter yoga. Did you guys know this? It's traditional. It's similar to traditional yoga. It's an exercise that incorporates breathing, yoga, stretching techniques along with laughter. The structured format includes several laughter exercises for a period of 30 to 45 minutes. Now, you know those people, those people will sleep great. If 10 minutes of laughter gets you 2 hours of sleep.
Oh, they sleeping all night long. You hear me?
With breathing and yoga, of course, you're like a baby.
Yeah,
you have to, right? Look, there's this thing called holy laughter, is the term used within charismatic Christianity. It describes a religious behavior which individuals spontaneously laugh during church meetings. Yeah, interesting. I did not know that. All of this new stuff came up in my research. And so that is just some of the root words of laughter. And one group of researchers speculated that the noise from infants as early as 16 days old is vocal laughing sounds.
Wow.
So we're born with this gift, with this power to not only heal ourselves, but heal others. Who in the chat and in this panel has literally heard a baby laugh and felt healing happening to you? Like you get literally overcome. People call me all the time. They're like, oh, can you send me a tape of your kid laughing? It really made my day. Oh, your laughs. Like, can you capture that for me? Oh my gosh. And even people call me, they're like, Larja, can you laugh for me? Like, they're like, they just need sometimes, you know? And so it's great to know that as early as 16 days on this realm, we already have that power and can tap in. Isn't that exciting?
Mm-hmm.
It is. It really is.
That's a beautiful
it's
thing.
It's a good way for mothers that are pregnant to know too. I mean, there's always been research about them playing, because people play music for their baby while they're in utero or whatever the case may be. So it's nice to know that you could do a mixture of stuff that can probably impact your unborn child while you're pregnant. I love it.
Oh, look, she said zealous. But the words, I'll have to do my more research, Sarah Bay from Paris. OMG, It makes me cry and laugh because it's contagious. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's contagious. Whether you're the receiver of laughing, by hearing it, it heals you. Or whether you physically do the action of laughing, it heals you. Isn't that great? So it's a dual thing. So to hear it and to do it, to you or to the others, it's always a healing energy. Isn't that great?
It's
I love
amazing.
that.
Powerful to me. So very powerful. Now, what are you guys thinking about the neuroscience of laughter? Did you guys know that there's neuroscience? Last week we were talking about like the neuroscience of melanin. But laughter itself has a neuroscience. I wanted to share that with us. The neuroscience of laughter. Now, this has to do with the chemicals that are exchanged within our bodies over laughing. Okay. So, laughing swaps cortisol in our bloodstream with the highly sought after chemicals of dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins. Dopamine enhances learning, motivation, and attention. Oxytocin, I'm sorry, is considered to be the empathy hormone and a bonding chemical. Like I said, me and my husband love laughing together. We bond over laughter. And when it
Yeah.
enters the bloodstream, it creates a feeling of relatedness. So you hear somebody else do it and you relate to them and connect to them on a deeper level. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
It
Um,
is.
People can endure 15% more pain by just laughing for a few minutes beforehand. That
Wow.
might explain why I was hysterically laughing for all my tattoos. Hysterically laughing. Like they were like, is she okay? But
Oh
my body,
wow.
I had to be like, take the stone from my hand like grasshopper, right? I was like, the only way this tattoo is about to get finished is if I go to my happy place. And I immediately was just sitting there cracking up. And okay. So I got some of my tattoos done at house parties for tattoos because my friend was practicing and needed to get his practice on. And so he would invite everybody to his house. We'd sit in a lazy boy in the living room and we'd be deciding on what tattoos to get. And he came and got my uncle and he's like, you okay, man? Because I was just in there cracking up. The girl before me threw up. And I'm in there cracking up. He's like, is she okay? Because I was just, everybody else was crying. But I knew the power at that time of that my mind was not going to let this tattoo get finished unless I could laugh it off. And so I was in pain. I just laughed and laughed and laughed. So I was engaging the oxytocin in my body. I was swapping out cortisol, okay? And it can decrease the heart rate and blood pressure and relax muscle tension. You
Nice. Nice. Really, really nice.
Neuroscience on other belief. I'm not sure what that means. I'm not sure. Sorry.
I
Okay.
will say this, Curves. A lot of dental offices, they try to relax people a lot. Like if you go to a fancy dentist, okay, I've been to some, they're a little pricey. I don't go to them all the time, but they literally have a TV up in the ceiling. So when they lay you back and they give you headphones, because a lot of people are petrified to go to the dentist, right? So they try to do all kinds of different things to help you relax. And they will ask you, what do you love to watch or whatever? If they happen to have it, that's what they will play. Or they'll try to play something so that your mind is concentrated on what you're looking at. And, you're smiling and you're thinking about that versus what's going on in your mouth, like what they're drilling or what they're trying to do. So all of these theories, I mean, they truly true. There's scientific research that backs the fact that you can change your thought process in your mind no matter what's going on in your life by what you put in your mind. It says mind over matter, right? A man is what he thinks. So that's why you say happiness.
As
right?
a man thinks, so shall he be. Yes.
That part right there. And that's why you could literally choose happiness. Like, I don't hold grudges, but I've grown to this point in my life. My dad used to say all the time, I've been around for a long time. Like that's my dad's favorite saying. And this month I'll be 53 and I've literally grown to understand things differently and to recover quicker, right? Like a lot of therapy I went through, they said, nobody's perfect. So it doesn't mean that you're not going to be humanly react to things that happen to you. But they said, let your recovery time diminish every time something happens, to the point where almost it will never impact you, because you learn over time that your recovery time diminish, and they'll always teach you, like, how do I get back to my happy place? So I love it.
Excellent. That's beautiful. What about you, Royaire?
I'm sorry, I was a little lost in the show. Where we at? I got a little lost. I was texting my mom. I'm sorry, I had to call her real quick.
It's okay. It's okay. Let's go to we're going to go over the stress relief, short-term effects, and then we're going to wrap it up with how laughter is powerful in our own lives. But I wanted to share with you guys, like, I love facts on facts on facts. Okay. I love empirical facts. That means you can't dispute it. It's proven. There's no getting around it. Empirical facts show that there are short-term and long-term benefits to laughing, to our body and to our health. Now, short-term benefits is that laughter enhances the intake of oxygen. We already said that. It stimulates your organs, and it actively reduces stress, and it soothes tension. Now, the long-term effects. So, you know how medicine that we take from doctors has side effects? This ain't got no side effects, y'all.
That part.
The side effects are temporary, and you'll get over them. It won't make you have to go take another pill. Okay. So right. So the long-term effects of laughter are, it improves your immune system.
Amen.
We were just talking about how negative thoughts can manifest, and they release chemicals that affect our body and bring more stress into the system and decrease your immunity. By contrast, positive thoughts, as a woman thinketh, as a man thinketh, so shall it be. Positive thoughts can release neuropeptides. See all this neural stuff? So neuro is like your neurons, is the synapses of where your things happen for your nerves, right? It's that. It's the this. It's this. That's the neuron. So on a neurological level, the inception, that's the neuron, the spark that makes it happen. So on the neurological level, it releases neuropeptides, you guys. Neuropeptides that help fight stress and potentially more serious illness. We already talked about how it relieves pain. It increases personal satisfaction and make it easier to cope with difficult situations. And it improves your overall mood. Now, people that experience depression sometimes due to chronic illness, sometimes it is beyond our control sometimes. But we also have to have our skin in the game and try to make a concerted effort to bring ourselves out of that, because that is not our natural state. Our natural state is we came and have joy and have it abundantly. Okay, that's our natural. Everything
Say that
else,
again.
Our natural state is that we came to have joy and have it abundantly. Okay.
Amen. Yes.
We are able to laugh, then we can lessen stress and depression and anxiety, and overall feel happier. Now, you can put on humor in the horizon. There's a few simple things. You can start to chuckle. Keep funny movies and TV shows, books, magazines, or comedy videos around. Listen to humorous podcasts. Go to the comedy club. Listen to the world of laughs. Listen, and the world laughs with you. So if you laugh, like we already said, it's contagious. Find a way to laugh about your own situations, and it'll fade away, I promise. Even if it feels forced at first. We already did it in the first 10 minutes of this video. We all did a forced laugh, and it turned into an authentic feeling, okay? And if you do that by yourself, nobody will be around to think you're crazy. So go ahead. If you're at home by yourself, laugh out loud at nothing and see how you end up laughing at something by the end. Okay. Like we already said, there's laughter yoga, share a laugh, do knock jokes, whatever you can, because laughter is the best medicine. And that's straight from the Mayo Clinic, you guys. And that is all my notes about laughter. And now I'd love for us to just talk about how in our own lives, laughter has really helped you out of a time or into a time or something like that. So who wants to go first?
I don't mind. a personal experience. This week was a rough week. Had a lot going on. And I had to really, hate to I don't want to say hate. But I had to refer back to January 7th of earlier this year when we, did our Laugh, Love, Inspire tour. There were so many precious jewels dropped in that show that I really had to go back and just really kind of lift myself up and laugh. Another thing that makes me laugh, like y'all, I'm big on replays. I love to go back and watch Married to Medicine. I love to go back and watch The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Just this week, because of how rough my week was, it was one of those weeks of just rewatching stuff that makes me happy, that makes me smile, talking to people that can help me work through my situation. Like that's what it personally does for me. Just, seeing things that bring me joy and bring me happiness. And then also, my relationship with God, that is what really keeps me centered and just like this joy that I have, the world can't give it and the world can't take it away. Like that is my mantra. Like the only way that I'm not going to have joy is if I choose not to have joy. You said it earlier, Curves. We have free choice. That is one thing that the Father gives us is free will and true free choice to do what we want to do. And we can choose to be sad, depressed, upset, mad, or whatever. Or we can choose to take those glimpses of laughter and happiness and overshadow the negativity that we see, on a day-to-day basis. So it's really, in my opinion, finding what makes you happy, doing what makes you happy, and then connecting to that individual. For me, it's God, connecting and aligning myself, by his promises. As we talked about earlier, Curves, in his word, it talks about laughter. It talks about joy. It talks about being uplifted. And sometimes you're not gonna, to the point that you made earlier, Diva, sometimes you're not gonna always have somebody there in your corner, or, that person, like you said, Curves, people call you. You may not be able to pick up the phone at that moment in time. And so we have to learn to encourage ourselves, laugh ourselves through, joy ourselves through. As you said, Curves, it just takes that little laughter. If you can your way out, that real laugh is going to eventually come. And it may not happen in that moment, but you have to be willing to press and do the work to get you out of that state of depression, out of that state of loneliness, out of that state of sadness, and bring joy, happiness, and laughter into your personal being and what you want to see. So that's what it does for me and what it means to me.
Amen.
That's beautiful. And it's so on point. Like everything that we've already talked about, like I said, it's empirical facts, and you just said it because it all worked in your life too. It's empirical. We can't undo these facts, you guys. There's nothing anybody can say or write or show us that is going to undo the facts that we're speaking on about laughter today and the manifestation of joy that you can have from that life. Okay, what about you, Diva?
So first of all, let me say this. I'm going to have to find myself a lipstick now that I wear, a little signature lipstick, because, honey, the lips are popping over there, okay, with the red. I love it.
Yes.
Give it to the people. Like Tyra Banks says, smiles now, honey. Give it to the people. I love it.
It's the lip bar. This is Hot Mama.
Well, I love it. And what I really do love about it seems like it's not bleeding. It seems like it's set.
Yeah, that's why I got it. It's the lip bar. They're vegan, and it's matte, and it doesn't come off on anything like my coffee cup or nothing.
Yeah, no, that's okay, honey. I'm gonna have to find me a color now. I may have to do pink or something. But I just had to say that real quick.
It's the ladies that own the lip bar. It's a Black-owned business, and you can get it. They went on the Shark Club. You guys didn't see those black girls that went on the Shark Club with blue lips
and with the makeup line, the all natural makeup line.
Yes,
the vegan makeup line. Yes, I did see them.
They looked like roaches with lipstick on.
Yes,
and didn't back them and laughed at them. And now the girls are worldwide, and they make all these beautiful vegan, cruelty-free colors for lips like mine.
Well, you know
Yes.
what? I look on it online. What did I just put in lip
I'm gonna
what?
send you the post of the shade room because Curves, they did.
I think I have a coupon code, you guys. It's in my description on the videos.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
okay,
I will.
okay.
I'll go there because I'm gonna find myself a
You can go
signature
to
color.
Target too.
Okay.
At Target, I didn't even use my own code for this last order I did. I went and got 10 at Target because they had buy one get one 25% off, and they're only like $10 to $13.
Oh, that's
And they
nothing.
have one size, and then they have a bigger size. Wait, no, they have a bigger one. Oh, and then they have, see how that one's bigger.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
I'm about
Sizes.
to go find my signature color curves all because of you. Okay, man, I'm gonna have to be on
Thank you.
with my
Right.
signature. I'm gonna have to
The
go
name
back
is the lip bar. The color I have on
lip bar. Okay.
is Hot Mama.
Well, I like it
Yeah.
because you're a hot mama.
Yes.
But
Okay,
yeah,
so-
black owned, support them.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. So, for me with laughter, first of all, I'm so glad you picked this topic, because it's such a great topic, and you gave so many good, like you said, backed up tips. Okay, it wasn't just stuff thrown out there. Like you gave so many good tips for everybody. But I will say this for me, like I said, I told you that I learned in the hospital the power of laughter and how you can literally have two people with the same diagnosis, the same level of survival rate, but one will choose, happiness, laughter, whatever, and the other one will choose sadness and depression, whatever. And that one that chooses the lighter side seems to fare better with all their treatment and really do extremely well. The biggest thing I could say to everybody, it's not over till it's over. And when you just in everything you do, Curves, like everything, going to the supermarket, going here, going wherever, when you choose the brighter side of things, it improves your whole world, right? Like even when I go to the supermarket, I don't like that darn self-checkout line. I can't stand them. It's just ain't me. I'm paying for my food. Now I gotta work to scan my own food. And I got to bag my own food. Somebody better give me a W-2 so I can take to the darn tax lady at the end of the year, okay? Doing all of this work when I go shopping. But so I stand online where there's an actual person. And some people, they like lose their mind, like, oh my God, this is so long, the person's taking so long, whatever. And listen, I take it as my moment to flip through the magazines for free. Listen, I find the goodness in everything that I do. I smile, I laugh. That does not mean that I don't have bad moments, because I do. But like I said, when I have a bad moment, I try my best to recover really, really quickly, right? And every day, I think it's also great when you can every day, and that doesn't mean you have to speak to this person for hours. If every day you can engage with somebody who just brightens your day, I think it helps changes your mood also, right? So literally between my sister and I ain't gonna lie, lately Royaire, we speak darn near every single freaking day. Like we speak all the time. And sometimes when we picking up the phone, we just be cracking up like over something stupid that happened. And it's so great and it's so funny. And when I get off the phone, I'm smiling, like I'm happy. And it kind of triples how the rest of my day goes. So they say how you wake up and start your day is an indication of how your day will go. So wake up with happiness, wake up being happy, wake up smiling, wake up doing something, and it could be so short that'll make you laugh, and you will see over the next couple of weeks how that actually changes your life. So, I wake up praying, I wake up smiling, I wake up doing something positive and telling myself it's going to be a great day. No matter how I feel, I'll be like, it's going to be a great day. But you know what I also learned to Curves and Royaire? You have to carve out people that are going to bring negativity into your life, right? I had a friend that I love dearly, but I had to say to them, stop calling me early in the morning if everything that come out your mouth is going to be negative. Okay?
Yeah,
like
that's a negative,
you're tearing me down. I'm working all hard over here to build myself up, and you call up, I'm saying, hey, good day or happy day or whatever, and you like, is it? Okay, see,
Oh no.
that's what you for.
That's how you end up on the block list. No.
You said the block list.
Listen, I don't like nobody texting my phone and calling me, and you just negative and just not know.
Right.
Especially if you truly know me, you know my presence. And not to say that you can't call me feeling down or anything like that, but know that when you call me and you feeling down, I'm gonna listen to you, but we're gonna pick it back up right quick back in a second, because we can't no. That negativity, it passes. It passes just like the laughter and the joy does. The negativity does too. And if you let it jump on you for just a second, all it takes is a second for it to spread, and the next thing you know, you having a bad day like everybody else. So
right.
No. Call me to be lifted up. Don't call me to be in the stumps with you. I'm not doing it.
You know, they say if you hang around for something, you'll be the fifth. And it's true.
Yep.
You hang around 4 depressed people, you'll be the 5th.
Yep.
You hang around 4 happy people, you'll be the 5th. So, like what you
for
said about
people, you'll be the 5th.
Right. I like what you said about that. And when you wake up, like I love my mind, body, spirit time. I have MBS time in the morning. I'm always telling my curvies about it. MBS, not NBS. Mind, body, spirit time in the morning. And during that time, I'm confirming, I'm yoga, I'm journaling, I'm praying, and it's all about setting the tone for my day. And in that time, first thing I do, I just started recently after Dr. Heavenly's 5-day challenge that I just went to. I liked what Dr. Jada said in there, because I start my morning, I don't even get out of the bed till I do a good thank you to God. And I was doing a thank you God in the bed, and then when I actually put my feet on the ground into each slipper, it's a thank you God. You know what I'm saying? And then so that's how I'm starting my day. I'm stepping on thank yous, okay? And so also part of that is setting up your mental state. And so I with my mind, body, spirit time, I'm setting it up in a positive way, because affirmations are positive. You know, I'm reading, I'm journaling, it's positive. I'm writing down my goals for the day, it's positive. So it's really important to do that for yourself. And you guys might want to try it if you haven't already incorporated at least a 30-minute thing where you do 5 minutes of each thing in the morning, 5 minutes of prayer, 5 minutes of meditation, 5 minutes of even exercise or breath work, you know what I'm saying? And but work it into a whole half hour, just like in 5 minutes of thanks, whatever you have to do. Even if you can start with just a half hour to yourself a day, it will truly enhance your overall day. I promise. It's empirical facts, mind, body, spirit time. So Dr. Jada in that had one better for me than my thank you into my slippers. She said she does her 10 fingers of gratitude while she's laying in the bed, you guys. She does 10 thank yous before she even moves to do anything else. Upon waking her eyes, she's thanking God for whatever her first 10 things that come to your mind. They don't have to be fancy. God knows your heart. You know your heart. You need to just connect to the thanks and the gratitude, because the things that you're thankful for, if you call them out, they'll be more plentiful. It'll find it, like we'll keep on talking about. Energy attracts energy. So if you're in a thankful place of energy, positive place of energy, grateful for the goodness in your life, then more good will reveal itself to you. Okay. So I like that. You guys might want to incorporate it. 10 fingers. You got 10. Some people got 9. Some people got 9.5. Whatever it is, use them. And just before you even wake up, like this morning I did it. I'm thankful for waking up. I'm thankful for this breath. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm thankful for this roof. I'm thankful for this day. I'm thankful that we're about to have this powerful discussion on laughter. I'm thankful for Royaire. Are we still on? Good.
Yeah, I can. You're breaking up a little bit, Curves.
I'm thankful in the morning.
You hear us?
I feel like it's really setting me up for a better day. And I swear, I have pretty good. Are you guys still here?
Yeah, we're still here.
I can't hear you. You guys are spinning on my side. Can you see I'm Oh, hey Corey, what's good? Did you guys hear all that? Because I started spinning. I don't know.
We heard
I got
it.
this awesome because my cable guy came last week and he told me to get rid of my Wi-Fi extenders and get some kind of new mesh router. So I took out all the extenders in my house and we got these new mesh routers. But I don't know, I still spin on my side. So we're working it out. Anyway, also I'd love to say that you don't really have to carve people out. Like I said, who you hang out with is who you become. So what I'm finding is that I don't necessarily have to carve negative people out of my life. They fall away. Negative people fall away from me. They're not even on my vibe. Can I tell you guys about the time I got fired for being too happy? I was working at Women's Alcoholism Center in San Francisco at the Clock Tower building where I happened to meet Rosa Parks. And I've been a pretty consistent person in my life where I'm very happy, I'm very bubbly, I'm very like, that's my life. Ask my mom, consistently. And so I take that to work. I take that to corporate America. I take that to wherever I go. That's where I am. So I'm at this job, Women's Alcoholism Center. I was the office manager, and we were providing programs in living facilities for women coming out of and recovering from alcoholism, right? And so I'm working in the office, and every day I'm like, right? So the reason I happened to get this job was because the lady that was in the office manager position was actually out on medical leave. And she was healing from some horrible, horrible surgery where they had taken out a tumor the size of a basketball from her stomach, and she was recovering from it. Luckily, it wasn't cancerous, but it was a tumor the size of a freaking basketball. She didn't mention fibroid. They just said tumor, size of a basketball, recovering. We need you, Larja. Can you be our office manager? So I was doing my office manager thing. So I was there for like the whole summer that summer. And because she was on a 3-month medical, whatever, she comes back and she's working with me. And I'm like, hi, Sarah. How are you today? Let's get these MPs fed off. You know, that lady went right into the lady from the, she went right in to the director of the, are you guys texting each other? Because you guys are both looking down. And like,
I'm on YouTube.
Oh, look, you're on YouTube too. I was like, you guys are both looking down. But the director called me in her office, and after a week, it only took 1 week of me being happy to work with this lady who had just got back from her from her tumor surgery recovery, for the director of the Women's Alcoholism Center to come into me, call me in her office and say, yeah, sorry, Larja, but we're going to have to let you go. I was like, why? Still, why? Oh, well, because Sarah said she can't stand working with you. You're too happy. See, what she called me, Pollyanna. She said I was too Pollyanna for her. And that she couldn't stand being around somebody that was so happy all the time. The exact words in my exit interview is what I'm telling you guys. Now, this happened in, so I met husband in 96. This would have happened in 94, 5. And I was like, okay, see you later. I was like, any place that doesn't want this happy, I don't need to be. Let that lady and her tumor. I was like, I don't want to catch her tumor. You right. I need to hurry up and get out of here. That's probably why she had the tumor in the first place. She might want to try some of this. If she don't want none, I don't need it. I went right down my limit, did not look back twice. Everybody's like, oh my God, you should have sued. Nobody should have said that you got fired, literally on the exit interview paper. Too happy. Okay. And I just picked up my chits and took my happy ass on with my happy life.
Okay.
I ended up seeing the lady later on, the director. She ended up, because after that I did waitressing because I wanted to make cash every day. I was like, get this 95. I want some cash in my hand every day. So I was working at Saul's Delicatessen. in Berkeley, California. One of the only Jewish delicatessens in Northern California, in the Bay Area. Authentic Jewish. I used to get my matzo balls, gefilte fish, all that stuff there. So anyway, so I'm being a waitress there. And who comes in except for Mary, the director that fired me for being too happy from women's alcoholism. And she sat down in my section and she was like, you know what? I am so sad I had to let you go. You know, Sarah ended up dying. And she was never happier. And she kind of brought down the attitude in the office when she got back. Because when I was there, we were like, I was contagious. I'm freaking contagious. So everybody was like, she said that lady ended up coming back and bringing down the whole vibe, not to talk about nobody's spirits, but she said they brought back that's what happened. She brought down the thing. She ended up ultimately dying. And I'm just like living my best life.
Yeah.
Can I get soup? You know what I'm saying? But I did not let it stop at the point. And that's another thing I was just saying. They fall away. People that aren't matched with your energy will fall away. You guys don't even have to work that hard. I saw some great things in the comments about how people aren't even watching news anymore. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's an excellent place to start is like, watch the news. I hear about what happens. I heard about January 6th, but I didn't watch it intently.
Yeah.
You know, I do. I'm very sensitive. And I know that I have to protect what I have going on mentally, because also if you know about yourself, you know that as humans, we can be prone to certain things. So I time to say that. And also, if you guys ever happen to get fired for being happy, don't look back. They don't deserve you. Keep it moving forward in a positive direction, because God, he saved me from that place. I could have been the lady working next to Tumor Lady, and I could have caught what she had because they didn't want me to be myself anymore. So can you imagine, like, had I conformed to be like sitting next to her all day, I would have caught what she had. I was so glad God saved me. He was like, nope, daughter, I'm taking you up out of here. You don't need So things will fall away that aren't for you. Now, if you guys have time, I'd love to drop the link for like this last 15 minutes and see if anybody else from the audience would love to share. Yeah, what in the demons, right? Yes, she went in there and she said, I can't stand that Pollyanna. She's too happy. And since she had seniority, they were like, okay. It was hilarious. And see how I can still laugh about it today? It's funny to me. It's funny to me.
Good. At least you can still laugh about it, and that's so good, because I know a lot of people, even in the workforce today, they are so constricted to this 9 to 5. I need this paycheck, so they don't have an option but to stay there. And so, you know, you have to as well, you know, when you're not in a position to leave, you have to find ways to continue to press forward to keep your joy, you know, and still, I guess, abide by their rules or whatever. But yeah, if you have the affordability to leave and go do, you know, something different, get out of that environment. Don't let that toxicity, you know, hold you back and hold you down. So yeah.
And think about it. I'm going to spend 8 hours a day with Debbie Downer. 8 hours a day.
40 hours a week.
God took me and he was like, not you, daughter. Beautiful. Sarah Bay from Paris. Thank you for
Hello.
I would love to hear like how laughter has been powerful in your life.
It's so good laughter. I'm sorry. I love because I'm just so tired, and it was a strike day in Paris. Some people make something burning on my street, and I was lost all the day because I was stuck in my home. But I see a whole movie to low to get away that negative vibe for the moment, because I think we need to laugh, we need to be with people, we need to be with a real human being. I said to my friend, I said this morning I need to get out, I need to stop all social media with all this drama on housewife and company, and I say I need to just get out of that. And I say to tomorrow morning, because now it's almost night here, I will get on the forest to make some walking, because I need to be with the kid of my friend and my friends too, to be with some joy, because I said this week gonna be so hard, so tough. We need to be with human beings. We need to get back on, on humanity and concrete world, and reality, because sometimes social media is too tough, too hard, too toxic, and they don't let the place to loathe, to be joyful, to be
Right.
happy. I think there are so much Debbie Downer on social media today, like you said.
Yes.
And I had the same experience. Some people say to me, "You are so much alive. You have so much life on you." And say, "What is the thinking?" I say, "Thinking problem with you people. To be alive, to be happy, to just to be that type of person." And I think some people are very triggered by the fact we are living our life under whole on our body, laughing and share to people, eat to people, be empathic, and have generosity and solidarity is something very important. And laughing is the first thing with sharing food, the most important, because when you're sharing food and love to people, you get a link, no matter the languages, no matter the thing is that, and you don't live on fear, because living in fear is not a life. Living on fear of something bad coming to you is not a life. And when you speak to the fact to laughing before and say, just laugh to me, all the people seeing this video, I laugh, because I need it. We need joy. We need, to get back of these feelings, to be here on earth, not a social media. Is why I love social media, because I link to everybody here on this, on this, on this screen. But I need some time to get out of my computer and see the real world. This morning I get very early. I get, I do my prayer, and I had one thing: I never pray in the feeling of fear of something. When I pray, because I pray to be good.
You better pray in boldness. Yes, ma'am. I love it.
I pray we do 5 prayer of day. So we sometimes I can, because I work, so I make my prayer later on the day, because I can't pray on my work. So I always say I never pray God with the fear of something else. Because God, to fear, no matter the religion, to fear, yes, people coming at me, demons. No. I don't give that, because if you pray to be in fear of something, God, you don't pray with your faith, with the heart. You pray because you're in state of fear. So it's that. And when I pray, when I allow, when I be alive, it's a way to feel and to be in the intensity of my faith, to be with a true person, to be with that toxicity, to praying with humility and heart, to be better, to be much stronger, to own my thing and my free will. I don't give God responsibility on my life. I say always, I say, God, give me the strength to do my thing, and just sometimes just a little, thumb up if you want. But, and yes, people, just like the video too. Remember, to everybody. And just that to give me that. And I say faith is something from joy. No matter the region, faith is something to share. Faith is not a fear or something. Because I remember when I was young, I was on fear. But my grandmother from Algeria and my grandmother from France, they are Catholic and one is Muslim, are very different, but they always tell me, God love people. God love people. God love joy. God love, humanity. It's not a feeling of demon tempted. No. You can be tempted if you are just living your life and you own your life on you. It's why, and laughing with people is sharing. It's faith on life, faith on God, no matter the region, and faith in life. And yes, I do meditation to realign my chakra too, and I have my faith in my mystic faith, but I do the both, and I don't dismiss one. I say, oh, it's bad. No. Everybody can be together. We can take everything. I do Chinese, medicine. I do Chinese reflexology. It's important to say doing is good for you. No dismiss anything because your face says no. Because remember, it's a new world, but we can stay strong on your face and accept, the new thing and be, open like a child. And have faith and innocence and candid, is that. It's why everything you said about neuroscience, about clothing, about community is important. And to be joyful, to own your responsibility, to grow up and go to the real world, to be with human being. It's important. And to laugh with people. And not to be Debbie Downer to people. Never.
Right on. That's beautiful, Sarah Bay from Paris. I love when you come through with your POV, and that was so beautiful and touching. And I love what you say about, don't be in fear. Don't pray from fear. Pray from faith. I love that. I love it. I love it. Thank you, Sarah. Natasha, thank you for coming up, beautiful. What is your share about the power of laughter, darling?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, my loves. Just kidding. Laughter is everything. It's one of my favorite things about, honestly, like you, because I love people that don't.
Oh, did we lose her?
Okay, I thought I lost everybody.
Silly humans, and to not take ourselves so seriously. And when things are tough, I've made a conscious decision to go more towards faith than other stuff, because I used to be really into alternative things, because I was just in a quest to find it. So I basically knew everything about crystals and all that, but this is just my choice personally. And I found a relief when I just that song from the early 2000s, and I thought it was super cheesy, when it's Jesus take the wheel.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Carrie, can you calm down? But but now I'm like, dude, Carrie was right. Because we have this thing to control sometimes.
Yep.
And we got to give the control away.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, and the part of I know in the Bible, they say, do not fear more than anything else. And fear takes away laughter. It takes away joy. It allows your vibration to lower. It's so important to just trust in who you believe in and know that they got you. And to keep on pushing, because you're not going down like that.
Right.
And to start laughing with your friends, because I have a best friend, and we will accidentally be on the phone for 5 hours for no reason. Because you know that friend that we'll just keep building on the funny, you'll both keep adding on, and we're like, what are we even laughing at? You need a friend like that. You need someone to take you out of yourself and just have a laugh over this dumb stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I really was inspired by what you're saying today, guys. I really appreciate this. I feel like this is something that people need to hear, and I'm just grateful that you guys decided to come together and bring this to us.
No way, Natasha. That's excellent feedback.
Right? Wasn't that a positive, Peggy?
Yes.
Yes.
I love it. Positive Peggy. I'm gonna have to use that. That's my granny name. I'm gonna have to tell Positive Peggy, how you doing today? Positive Peggy.
Right? As I was saying it, I was like, come on, Positive Peggy, you do this.
Yes. I love it. I love it. That's hilarious. You know what, you guys? I feel like this has been a really robust conversation about and discussion about the power of laughter. We went over so many awesome things today. We talked about it being biblical, all the way back to King Solomon. Indigenous people have clowns, how good medicine, literally and scientifically proven to be good medicine. We talked about the neuroscience, how on the neuronic level, the synapses in our brain, at the spark of it is where joy can happen. We had talked about chakras and balancing our chakras, as specifically the second chakra with joy and laughter, and that it's rhythm. Hey, so for anybody that thinks they don't have none, you actually do, and it's laughter, you guys.
Oh, can I say something real quick? I just remembered something I wanted to share.
Of course.
I remember reading this thing, and it was about this lady who was taking I guess she was at wit's end in a cancer treatment, and they unknowingly, I guess they gave her like a placebo, but because she had so much hope and like almost like she believed that this was going to work, it really did. And when she stopped like taking the placebo is when it came back, even though it wasn't anything. And it's like, our mind really is that strong. Positivity will literally heal you. It's crazy.
Yes. Real talk. I worked at this one place after the fired place. I worked at this other place, and there was a man there, Clarence Rose, never forget him. And he was literally on his deathbed when I met him. And he was dying of cancer. And he and I used to have such in-depth conversations about everything. He was a master healer. He was a body worker. He was all about massage and connecting that way. He was fabulous. And he told me on his deathbed that he was positive his cancer came from his anger at his ex-wife's betrayal. He was that him not being able to, but he knew he needed to. But he said, with all the meditation, with everything that he knew to do as a master body worker healer, betrayal just set in so deep in him that he could not get over it, and it caused his cancer.
True betrayal is a real test.
Yes, it's a very, and it just like sucked up all his love, just like the Bible verse we said about how it dries your bones. It literally dried Clarence out. So the day that he died, I decided to take him. I didn't know that was his death day. I hadn't been up to visit him in a while. And we were always talking about, like, he was like, dang, I really wish I could see the cherry blossoms, because it was around spring, but he was bedridden. And he was like, I would love to have some cherry blossoms. I would love to see them, smell them. So on the way to work that day, I went and we had a beautiful pink cherry blossom tree outside. And I took a whole lot of branches off to him. And I go up to Clarence's house. And I was like, Clarence, I brought you these roses. These cherry blossoms. And he was ecstatic. Tears just came out of his mouth. And he was like, with his hand, because he was bedridden. And he's like, his hand meant bring him to my face, right? I knew what he was talking about. And because he was like, no more words or anything. And I take it and I put it to his face and he went, and had the biggest smile on his face. And then, like, Clarence died.
That's beautiful.
But I helped him, and just, he taught me so much.
It's like his last breath was like really enjoying the earth and the beauty that the earth actually provides, those beautiful blossoms. Yeah. Was that when you were at Silver Spring? Yeah.
No, actually, that was in Berkeley. That was it.
Oh, that was in Berkeley. Cherry blossom festivals in DC and stuff.
Yeah, that was in Berkeley. And it was just such a beautiful moment because even with his transition, the gift that he left me was the importance of joy,
And the simple things. Sometimes just too, like a beautiful day, just be like, thank you. Like when the weather's nice, just be like, thank you. This is amazing. Look at Earth.
Yes. So even though we go through stuff, just try not to let it get in and set in. Yes, it was colon cancer specifically. Oh my God.
Uh-oh, did we lose?
I think she froze again.
Oh my God, her frozen face is outrageous. I love it.
Oh man. Well, you guys,
the mesh
curves.
The mesh Wi-Fi extender is not extending, you guys.
You have the best frozen face and look like you were shocked and excited.
It's not extending. Look, see, she shared a similar story. She had colon cancer, and it's very interesting that that's the exact cancer that ate up my good friend Clarence. And he was positive that his colon cancer was from the betrayal of love that he got.
You guys, I just had a Mama Cleo moment. What if different cancers represent different, like, low vibrational emotions that we take on?
I'm positive they do. Me and you can go down a rabbit hole later about it.
Oh my God, we're level 8ing already. We need to chill.
You already have the other tab open, huh? You're looking right now. I know.
Oh my God.
But it's so beautiful. So CD, that's Mama Curves. Yeah, she does love laughter. Me and her, okay, me and my mom, ever since we were young, we always in our whole family have this thing about laughing where we'll laugh and we'll go, afterwards. And the would always make us laugh some more. And we would end up in this loop of laughter. And we would just go out shopping on Saturday mornings, and every store we're going into, we're cracking up. Me and my mom have a great time, y'all. And we are that. If you ever see two crazy ladies in the store just cackling for no reason, that might have been me and my mom. Because we make it our place and our duty to like just have as much fun as possible. You know, you have the research, the stress of cancer. Yes, it's deep. According to Louise Hay's book, okay, Louise Hay was my neighbor in Santa Monica. So yes, you can definitely heal your body with your mind. She would have people do affirmations for different things. And Louise Hay did like the kind of research you're talking about, Natasha, where she looked at what organ did.
Well, there is I saw a chart recently where like different emotions represent different organs, and like anger is the heart, and like something else is the liver.
Pancreas is the sweetness of life. The colon is something else, and so she would have affirmations for each organ. So that
maybe if you're being mean toward people because you're projecting from your betrayal, that's why they give you the cancer.
Yeah. And Chinese medicines related to the cancer. Yes. And you can use the sports and medicine, and Chinese speaks about that. Yes. Everything. There are so many ways for us all to maintain a healthy mind, a joyous heart, and a laughing sound. So I hope that we got a lot out of it today. Now, Royaire and Diva, how would you like to wrap up? We have like 10 more minutes. What are you guys thinking? What do you guys want to play?
I'll go ahead and drop down. Thank you guys so much. Bye.
I appreciate you, Natasha. Thanks for ad.
Mm-hmm.
I'll close it out by saying, as we said earlier, thank you so much, Curves, for inviting us over. This tour idea, we just decided to do it, and people have picked up on it, and we just want to continue throughout 2023 to spread laughter, love, and inspiration. I feel like when we came out of 2022 was a rough year. Even as I spoke earlier this year, the past 3 to 5 years, going through the pandemic, our political situation, our worldly situation, it's just so much that has been going on. And so we wanted to bring in 2023 with laughs, with loves, and inspiring people. And today, I think you touched on a little bit of both, Curves. We laughed together, we inspired and learned, and I feel like we're ending it. I mean, we always got love between us. There's always love in the building, but now I just feel like we're ending it on a loving note, of just closing it out, hoping that everybody learned something, hoping that everybody found something to laugh about today, and that we inspired you. That's my hope.
That's beautiful, Royaire. I appreciate you taking your time to be here with us today, and for you creating this Live, Love, Inspire tour, and and including me on it. And I really appreciate the sentiment. And I just want to also talk about what you just said. What I heard you say, the translation of what I heard you say is that you set your intention for the year, and that's another thing. That's you used your power. You're using your power by setting your intention. You're setting up your mental acumen, right? So that you can face what you need to face. based off of your intention. As a man thinketh, so shall it be.
That's right.
It's all symbiotic and connected. And it's all full circle back to what we were talking about. It's biblical, and you're doing what God promised would, because once you engage it the way that we're choosing to engage it, then the fruits will be multiplied. You know what I'm saying? What
That
about you,
part.
Diva?
Right. So, just I'm super excited about this whole venture. I think it's going extremely well so far. I mean, it's 3 months into the year, and all good things have been happening in my life for me and to me. So I really do appreciate it. I think also it's kind of a lesson in, like you said, there's room, at the table for everybody. When I went through a lot of therapy. I've been to a lot of like motivational speaking things and read a lot of books on it. One of the ones that stand out the most to me, they said, if you ever go down the supermarket aisle, one of our takeaways was go in the supermarket, go down the bread aisle, and see how many different brands of bread there are, right? And they said, go there Monday through Sunday. Go there 2 weeks later. Go there, one day out of every month of the year. And they said, I promise you, every brand that's there at the end of the year, they're all still going to be there. So that tells you right then and there, if that many different brands of bread can survive in any given supermarket on the shelves for a whole year, that means that we all, because there's this idea in the world that we all can't do the same thing because there's not enough room, right? But you got all them different breads that have survived in the supermarket year after year, month after month, day after day. That tells you that all of us in this same arena can survive day after day, month after month, year after year. And we don't have to be in competition with each other. We can all lift each other up, see each other grow, and we all be at the top together. So we're hoping by doing this tour that we can encourage and let everybody know that it's okay to work together. It's okay to love each other. It's okay to root for each other, right? And one thing about me, I will never wish bad on anyone. I think that's part of my survival tip and why I always seem to win. Even people, when I know they hate me, I still don't even use my energy to hate on them. Never, ever, ever. I pray for them. They say pray for your enemies. I pray for them, and I just keep it moving because I know one thing best, that you reap what you sow. And so with all of that, I say that whatever you do, love, laugh, inspire, and even pray for those that have no love for you. You have love for them, right? And you encourage them and you show them how to rise up and lift above by staying your positive, energized self. So Curves, you know what? Again, I want to say thank you for allowing us on your platform. It's been a pleasure. I had a ball. I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot. And it was an educational moment too. Like very educational, like all the things about laughter. And I do know the theme is with all of this, a man is as he thinks. You think you can do it, you will probably do it. You think you can do it, you probably won't be able to do it. Okay. You think goodness and laughter and smiling, you're probably going to find all of that coming into your life. You think sadness, depression, or whatever, you're probably going to bring that energy into your life. So think greatness, think happiness, laugh. Listen, go see the comedies. And while you at it, go see my husband, Michael B. Jordan in Creed 3.
Oh, okay. That's positive thinking.
Yeah. I'm on two on Michael B. Jordan, okay? I'm on two on Michael B. I'm here to Greay Diva. I'm hunting Michael B. When I was in Paris, I tried to find him.
So you two are sister wives. Sister wives, is that what's happening?
Yeah,
sure.
Muslim, we have polygamy is not very something strange for me. So polygamy, I'm okay if you, but like each wife equally. Okay. And for the bread, I'm sorry, I'm French. I just eat baguette, so I don't let any bread from supermarket. I'm sorry.
Yes, all we need is the baguettes in our life, right?
Not a bread from supermarket. You need to do your own bread with your own love, like my mother do, like my grandmother do. We do our own bread because the supermarket bread is not good.
Yes, excellent, Sarah. Yeah, shout out to my mod, Natasha. She put the links in the chat for Greay, Diva, and for Royaire's World. Go ahead and smash their buttons, y'all. You know, and if you haven't already, hit ring their bell so you can get notified next time they upload a video. Okay? Like we're talking about. I always say to you guys, Curvies, there is enough to go around. It's not even just enough. There's more than enough. And the only reason it's lonely at the top is because you didn't bring anybody with you. So you guys be sure and bring somebody with you to the top and then stay there because there's more room at the top. There's more than enough to go around. There's more. Don't let the good taste fool you. Okay. There's more than enough to go around. Y'all understand what I'm saying, right? And with that, I just want to thank all you guys for coming through to LRGA Curves today for this beautiful discussion, robust discussiones on the power of laughter, you know, and I think that we should just close it out like we can all just laugh together. We can just laugh. Anybody know a good joke?
Not off the top of my head, though. Not off the top of my head, but you know, yeah, I was like, what can I think of?
Right? Let me think. I do know a lot of good jokes, but a lot of them are X-rated, and I probably would lose my monetization if I tell them all.
Oh, we don't want that. We don't want
okay. That. Oh, let's just go with cheese balls. Okay. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Who's there?
Dwayne.
Dwayne who?
Dwayne the bathtub. I'm drowning.
Bathtub, I'm drowning.
We can't do that.
I used to have the best stupid knock knock jokes of life. Look, they're loving it. They're loving it. Okay, yes. Diva's robbing the cradle, y'all. Michael, hey, age is just number. Larsa just told us we need to get off of age. Larsa told us we need to get off of age and get on a 26-year-old Marcus Jordan, okay?
It's good to see you holding a toy boy in your life sometimes. We need that.
Yes. Sarah Bay from Perry, thanks for sharing. Natasha, thanks for being here and being on and for sharing. And everybody else who's in the chat, thank you guys for coming through. Be sure you smash the buttons. If you happen to catch this in the replay, follow my two guests here so you can find out when the next stop is on their tour. Do you guys know yet?
I believe our next stop is Marcella's channel, right?
Marcella Speaks?
Oh, yeah, Marcella Speaks.
I love her. Shout out to Speak with your girl Marcella, right? Speak with your girl Marcella.
Speak with your girl Marcella, yep.
Okay, yeah, she's a friend of the Curvies.
Yes,
so
we'll
shout out
there,
to her.
And then we're going over to...
What are you guys going to talk about with Marcella?
We didn't settle it in yet, but she's definitely on the tour.
Do you guys have a date yet?
Not yet. She's on
Just
the tour,
April.
and Juice Radio is on the tour.
Mm-hmm.
So April is Speak with your girl Marcella. May will be in Juice Radio.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. I'm going to look forward to them. And luckily, I smashed your buttons and smashed your bells so that I'll know when you upload a video, and we'll be able to get it together. Okay. So Marcus is still a little slow. Okay. Who's Marcus?
Yeah, Marcus Jordan. Marcus Jordan.
Oh, yeah, poor baby.
Oh,
I'm looking at Natasha, my mod, and she's on it, man. I got her that wrench. Wrenching the heck out of it. I love it. Thank you,
on it.
Thank you, Natasha. That's right. Okay, Curvies. It's coming up on 2 hours of magnificent. Look, we did more than 15 minutes of laughter. We did at least good half hour of laughter within this 2 hours. So we all gonna have some good sleep tonight. Now you let me know in the comments. Come back and tell me tomorrow, did you have good sleep because of all this laughter we did with intention today? Okay? Smash the buttons. See you in the next video. Bye.
Bye, everybody.